A big welcome to our teams primary and secondary from the Sydney training group today. In a playoff where as Team Primary was champion last week, they'll start with possession of the awesome awareness ball. The rules are simple. Both teams have their 6 channel players who can touch this awareness ball and their selected edge players who can form the defence line. So, Team Secondary's challengers must compete for the client's awareness. And if they succeed, they will become champions of the moment.
Woo!
Team Primary's carryover champions will be doing their best to deny Team Secondary this victory in a bid to hold on to their influence over the awareness for yet another week. To ensure this is a fair game, it will be moderated by a therapist neutral to both teams. Okay, on my whistle, let the game begin.
Hi, Kate. How are you and how have things been going since last week?
Hi. Yeah, they've been alright. I've mostly been staying at home, I haven't really felt like doing much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's that been for you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've been getting a bit annoyed though because all my favourite TV shows, they've been taken off and they just keep showing sport instead now, which really sucks. And yeah, but I've just been watching DVDs instead. So, yeah.
Team Primary is off to a good start, easily dodging an attempt by Team Secondary's World to get possession.
Gee, good catch. Great catch.
Secondary's World player has come in for another attempt and this time managed to get possession of the ball.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm actually not that much of a sporty person.
Team Primary has immediately gone into defensive mode, sending their edge players on the attack, determined not to lose any ground.
Still, that was such a good catch. Have you ever, been to any sport at all?
Not really, but, sometimes I like to watch the cricket.
Secondary's World passes to visual.
Yeah, and actually, I like going to rugby games sometimes too.
Who passes to movement.
But, I always feel really guilty when I do because, there's heaps more important things I should be doing. So, yeah, just I think it's a bit of a waste of time.
Movement is trying hard to score but is encountering some good defence work by Team Primary's edge players.
You feel like you should be using your time better.
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but I can, when I watch sport, I can practically hear my mum, telling me off, for watching it.
Team Secondary is wavering. I'm not sure they're going to be able to find a way through Primary's defensive line.
So your mum says something like, you should have been watching.
Therapist foul!
Ooh, it looks like the therapist has been caught fouling Team Secondary. This should mean a free kick to Team Secondary.
And at the same time, I'm hearing that there's something good for you about watching sport. Maybe you'd like to say a bit about what you see in rugby or cricket.
The therapist is holding the ball out for Team Secondary to take the penalty. I think the therapist is expecting a visual to take the kick, but any channel player is free to take possession.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. I love when I go to a rugby game. I love the atmosphere. It's totally awesome. The crowd just goes off. Everyone's so passionate about their team and it's just the most amazing atmosphere. I love it. It's awesome.
Ooh, in a change of tactics, Team Secondary proprioception has elected to take the kick.
And sometimes the noise of the crowd, amazing. One time I remember I went to this game and I yelled so much that I lost my voice for 2 whole days.
And proprioception has chosen a kick to auditory. What a great play! Team Secondary have their goalpost in sight. The question is, can they use this free kick to its full advantage and score off it.
But, well, like rugby's good, but like the cricket I'm not so sure about, because I mean it does take a lot of time up, you know. It is really, it takes a whole day, or like days, a cricket match. Yeah, and I do really have a lot of stuff I should be doing instead. Like, I still haven't even done my tax for 2009.
Well, Team Primary is not giving up without a fight.
It can be hard fitting everything in when you don't feel like you've got enough time.
Totally. But actually though, the funny thing is like, when the cricket's on, I do other stuff. Yeah, like it's because it's such a slow-paced game, I can usually just kind of like listen to the commentary and also do like my boring paperwork and stuff then.
Team Secondary is still pressing forwards with Auditory dodging a tackle and maintaining possession.
So you can do that.
Yeah. Actually, now I think about it, like cricket season's when I'm most up to date on all my paperwork. That's quite funny. Maybe, you know, I'm kind of thinking that maybe rugby and cricket aren't so bad for me, like they don't take up all my time and they help me a bit. Yeah. So, yeah, they help me get, because like, I manage to do stuff and like they help me, you know, keep going and with all the other boring stuff that's in life. Yeah.
And Team Secondary has scored! Woo! What a great piece of play that was! It's like today was destined to be Team Secondary's day. Now all that remains is to be seen as whether Team Secondary can integrate that try and try and score an extra 2 points.
Well, it does seem like you get out a lot. You really do get a lot out of watching, you know, sport.
I do, yeah. Huh. Who'd have thought it? Maybe I'm more of a sporty person than I realised. Thanks, Simon. This has been an awesome session. I'm going to take my ball, I'm going to go home, and tonight, instead of watching a DVD, I'm going to see what sport's on the telly.
You do that.
Oh, I will.
Team Secondary has done it! What a great game we've seen here today. We're all winners here with process work, that's for sure. Now Team Secondary will now go into next week's game as Team Primary, where they'll face another secondary team's challenge for awareness. Be sure to tune in next week to find out what happens.